All right, here we are. We are only 6 strong right now. What is going on? This is Adrian's set. Usually for Adrian's set, we have a huge turnout because people know that Adrian picks some good stuff usually. So, um, yeah, so we'll see if people come flooding in here in a second. I did find it funny that yesterday I was talking about how we were gaining a bunch of subs, and we went up to, there's Baggins. Um, uh, we went up to 1,793, and now we're down to 89 again. So we lost 4 subs yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. If I bring it up, people just stop leaving in droves. Before we get started in this set here, we got 6 songs, so I'm gonna say this quick. Two things. Number one, um, yesterday I went all the way up. No, Para, you know you like more of that. I know Cucumber does, and Para secretly does. He just doesn't want to say it. But yesterday, so I'm in Columbus, and if Columbus is the oh, man, this stupid thing doesn't want to stay. If Columbus is in the center of Ohio, you got Cleveland in the northeast, and you have Cincinnati in the southwest. So it kind of like goes like that across the state. And about 25 minutes or 20 minutes away from Cleveland is this small little town called Berlin. And Berlin, not Germany, is like supposedly the has the most amount of Mennonites and Amish that are in the Midwest or something like that. And I think some people think it's in Pennsylvania, but supposedly by people wise, it's in this little city of Berlin. When we were in Korea one time, my wife saw some Amish there in Korea and was like, "What is that? What's going on?" And so she found it cute, their outfits and stuff. So she's always wanted to see Amish people, like what their life is like and stuff. So I lived in Ohio my whole life, but I've never been to Berlin. So I was like, "Oh, let's go up here and do it this weekend." And so yesterday after the live stream, ate some lunch and then drove up about 2 hours. Yeah, it was really weird. We were at like they have like, highways, and like their rest stops in Korea are very different than our rest stops. Our rest stops just have a bathroom and kind of like a nice little scenery. But their rest stops, they have like a whole food court. It's like, I mean, it's like every rest stop you go to, there's like, it's pretty long, and over here is like what's called a CU, and a CU is like their little like convenience store, like a 7-Eleven, which by the way, Japan is like this too. One thing I miss about Korea is that they have convenience stores on every fucking corner, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's on every corner. So you walk outside of wherever you're living, even in the Bufu, if you're out in the country, you will have a CU, a 7-Eleven, like little store that has all that you can get or all that you need to get for snacks and stuff like that everywhere. It's very, very convenient. Whereas here you have to get in your car and kind of drive down the street, maybe something like that. So anyway, at these rest stops in Korea, you have a CU or like a 7-Eleven on the end, and then you have like all these like hot dog stand, and then this stand and this stand, and it's so funny because from Seoul, which is at the top of Korea, all the way down to Busan, which is the bottom of Korea, their port city, is only like a 5-hour drive. That's like here to Chicago or less than. And when they go on, they have a lot of traffic there, which is a different thing everywhere you go because it's such a smaller country that there's like traffic usually at certain times all the time, every day, every week. So anyway, we were at one of these stops, and there was some, I don't know, five Amish family walking around in there. And he was like, huh? Because, yeah, it's rare. You're not going to see him there. And I don't think we've ever seen him since. And I was there 10 years. So I don't know if they were doing a mission there or they were there just traveling or something. Who knows? But anyway, she wanted to see it. So we drove up there yesterday. And as we were driving, we were probably like 3 miles outside of the city. And, there was horse and buggy everywhere. So you had to be careful. You had to slow down. And my wife's face was like, wow, like it's so funny, horse and buggy. And so I could tell like she was excited as we drove into this little town. We parked and we start walking around, and And it's such an American thing to just like take some sort of thing and just milk the shit out of it for money. And so we were both left disappointed because outside of those few little circumstances when we were driving into the city of Berlin, which is supposed to be the Amish city of the capital of the Midwest, not a single Amish person. It was just people like me with all these like shops that were all like trinkets. Now, granted, the Amish people are the ones that made a lot of the stuff. Like they make a lot of furniture and stuff like that. No Amish people around at all. They avoid it like the plague, which I totally get and I understand why they would. But it's just so disappointing that you have like this thing and they become popular because a lot of the stuff that they made, we went to this one furniture store that they obviously make everything at the furniture store. Really, really well done and pretty cheap compared to what you get at like fucking Ashley's Furniture, which is like shit, you know, comparatively. So that's cool, but they're not gonna like be around there. They don't give a shit. They don't want to be around all these freaking people. So yeah, that was disappointing nonetheless. I wasted 500 miles on my car, and we didn't really even see anything. Although I did get some fudge and Laffy Taffy. I haven't had Laffy Taffy in fucking forever, so I guess I can count that as a win. The second thing I want to talk about, especially since it probably or somehow might affect me, I don't really understand it, so maybe you guys can try to fill me in because it doesn't make any sense to me. But I saw a couple days ago something about PayPal fines or something like that, and I was like, well, PayPal fines? What are they talking about? So the most I can gather is that somehow PayPal is going to fine people like $2,500 or something like that if they give misinformation. And I'm like, the thing that's most confusing about that is PayPal's not like a platform like YouTube. It's not like a Twitter. It's not. How are you posting misinformation on PayPal? PayPal is just an engine that has payments. So I'm like, what? The only thing I can think is that are they like if I say something on YouTube that gets, you know, you guys send me money to PayPal, how would they even link the two? Like if you guys send me money for reactions, how would they know? Because it's not like you guys say anything in your sending of your money. How would they know that I was saying misinformation? Would it be if I got flagged for misinformation and then they would fine me $2,500 for that? That's fucking dumb. I don't get it. It's the weirdest thing. And I guess there's been some major blowback. And so I think they're trying to walk it back because if they actually did that, now I don't think I'm worried because there's no misinformation from me on my channel. Obviously, unless they really, really think that Nightwish is awesome, and I just don't. And they fine me for that. But other than that, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. But I still think if they actually did that, if they're like, if you say something on Twitter, and Twitter or people deem it as being misinformation or something like that, and then PayPal just takes $2,500 from you, that is criminal. If they actually did something like that, I would tell PayPal to go fuck off. So I don't know if you guys know anything about it. It seemed weird to me, but I obviously don't know the full information about it. So if you guys know, you guys can tell me. Anyway, we are now 14 minutes in and we haven't started. So let's get started with Adrian set. Do we have more people in here now? We've got 8. Where is everybody? People need to wake the fuck up. All right, so let's start off. He says, here is my 6-song set list. First song is Intense, like intense, E-I-N-T-E-N-T-S, intense, like as intense, by Aviations. So I love Outliers. Obviously, Outliers made my top 40. The track has heavy djent mixed with jazz elements. Okay, great vocals from the singer as usual. Yeah, I mean, he's one of the... If he sings like that live, that dude's got some seriously... He has a good voice, good tone, and powerful. Good range. This is a live playthrough video, but it should be fine to watch since none of their other videos get blocked. Okay, so here we go with Intense. Let's do this. Okay. not digging the melody voice with what's being played underneath. It's definitely disconnected. To have like the with that just seems kind of weird. And why do they refuse to show their faces? I mean, I like the music, I think. But I'm trying to be open. I'm trying to allow it to sink in. Yeah, the vocals are not fitting with what's going on instrumentation-wise. Instrumentation-wise. Ryan. Later, nerd. Okay, this sounds like it matches a little bit more. I do like the video editing. They're doing a good job with that. It kind of reminds me of Jacob Collier. Which, by the way, love the jazz here. Definitely like this jazzy part. Guy's got a nasty scab on his arm. If it's still there, piano player, get that checked out. That was a funny fade. I love this part. I feel like this is much better than the opening. I feel like the opening was too... Dude, yes. I think the beginning with the whole, like, heavy just didn't work for me. But this works. Yeah, Jason, not just chaotic, it just didn't fit. I don't feel like a lot of the mixtures matched. Ooh, pineapple. Yes. Ryan, what do you mean holding them back? Oh, Jen. I think the singer's fabulous. I just don't think in this song, to me that's a choice thing, not like his ability thing. They chose to do something I don't feel like matched. I think they probably had the good idea in their head, but it didn't work out. One. Nice triplet feel there. Not in Outliers, Ryan. I think in Outliers, he fucking makes that song way better than it would be without it. That's what I'm saying. To me, I don't think it's him. I think it's the song. Although, I haven't heard a bunch of their other songs, so I don't know. Like, this match is okay. This sounds more like Outliers, this part. That, I think it's more the guitar part than it is him. Why did they just go into jun? Just stay. Okay. I think it's choices, man. I don't think it's the singer. I think it's the choices they're making. See, just instrumentally. Okay, this sounds like the middle of Outliers. Nice. Yeah, it's almost like in this song they're trying to fit the singer in, which is maybe the issue. Whereas I felt with Outliers, it kind of was like a good working relationship in the song. This almost sounds like it's going into Outliers. Because that's the note that Outliers starts with, it sounds like. Alright, I guess that's it. Yeah, definitely disconnected. Especially at the beginning. Like, I don't think, again, but you know, it's great that you try something new, because my first thought was, well, you know, you don't start a song that disconnect. Well, but if every song has to start the same way, that's bad too. So I like that they're kind of trying different things, but I would say the beginning of the song to me doesn't really match. Mostly, if it was just that they came in with the instrumentals and it was just like that, da 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 da, whatever, that'd be cool. Where I think they chose wrong is that they tried to build this like smooth melodic kind of singing over top of this like weird stuff that was going on instrumentally. Whereas in Outliers, I don't feel like they did that. I feel like they matched the harmony and like smooth singing with the chords that they were playing. And then they went into those sections where they were doing kind of like crazy stuff. So it was like a very nice break between the two. They weren't trying to mesh two things that just don't mesh together like they did at the beginning of this song. Definitely coolest part of the song to me was the jazz section. Yeah, and I thought there was a couple parts where they went back to the Outliers feel of his melody matching like the chords that they were playing. Yeah, I just don't think it's good for you to be trying to sing like all like la 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 with like just doesn't work. So Aviations, if you guys are listening to this right now, which you probably aren't, I just think that choice, see, that's why I don't think it's like your guys' ability to do something, because in my opinion, Outliers, you guys like, which is why that song is considered really, really good and so many people like it when they listen to it, is because you married the two parts perfectly together in that song, whereas I think in this one you chose something and I could see what you were trying to do, but it didn't work in my opinion. So I think that should just be left as an instrumental, which I would agree with Ryan on that part. That to me was a very instrumental, good song without a singer needed. But I'm sure you're probably like, we have a singer, we got to fit him in. So how do we do that? I just think you did it in not such a pleasant, good way. So that's my thoughts on that. All right, let's get to number two. Number two is Dune, which we've had on here a couple times. This song is called whatever, Mleccha, Mleccha, I don't know how to say it. This song starts out slow and melodic, but picks up pace and gets heavier. I love how the vocals go back and forth from clean to harsh. Great atmosphere in this one. Well, that's all you got. You're pretty short today there. Let's get to it. Almost sounds like sewing a little bit. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Awake to be awoken. A new dream out with dreams. The substantial actuality.
Gent tent. I like that, Ryan. I love the way this is starting. Yeah, this is very Soen-like to me. Which I would never complain about Soen. Nice bass line there. That's who it is, Baggins. I said Dune. Ooh, nice. It is right up my alley. This song is, I'm gonna call it already. Hey, what's up, Ian? Are you from Turkey? Or what is that? Flag. I love the bass part. You can really hear him too. Oh, Berlin flag. I was like, Germany? That doesn't look like Germany's flag. Okay, Berlin flag. Nice. You missed my conversation, Ian, earlier about Berlin, Ohio. Coincidence? Ooh, there we go. Oh. Great song. I think this is a great song. Good energy. I don't know how long it is, but it sounds like it's going to come to an end here in a minute. It sounds like it's kind of ramping down, but we'll see. Nice little jungle groove here. Nice little jungle groove. Yeah, I would still say Macumber, I don't love growling, but the little that he's done in the song, I definitely don't mind as much as I would have when I first got into this channel. So that's a step up, but I'm not where Scott K wants me to be. Scott's just hoping that I'll accept it. Nice little section here. I love that. Bow, 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 bow. I like the energy building here. I do feel like the voicings are in the back a little bit. They're not really up front. This song will go on a playlist for sure unless it goes crazy here. Ooh, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. Weird, it turned itself down. That was odd. Glad you said something, McCumber. I wouldn't have known. Is that the end? Alright, so are we back? Can you hear my voice again? I think you can. Somehow it turned itself down. I don't know why it did that, but that was really weird. I think we're back. So, yeah, that song is going on a playlist. I didn't even feel like, I don't know how long, that had to be like 7 minutes, right? I didn't feel like that was too long or anything like that. I felt like it had good energy and built a little bit. Kind of reminded me of, in a different sort of way, but the way it built and the way it carried on kind of reminded me of Ilo's, is it Coalescence? I think it's Coalescence. Kind of reminded me of that, like, because I think Coalescence is like a 12-minute song or something like that, but it doesn't feel like it's 12 minutes because the way it just keeps building and building and building to the end. So yeah. All right, let's get to number 3. Number 3 is none other than Deer Hunter, baby, and we're going back. This isn't the new Deer Hunter. It looks like the cover is from the old album that we've listened to quite a bit here on the channel. The third song is Wait by Deer Hunter. This is a pretty typical song by them, but has a little more heaviness to it. Interesting. Casey kills it per usual. Yes, he does. I always kill it, especially in the bedroom. All right, so let's get to this one. Let's do it, Deer Hunter. Yeah, already like it. I love Deer Hunter, man. I love them.
Lost my faith when I was young.
It is a little bit heavier, slower. I love it already.
Leave awake from all the things that I had done. 'Cause there wouldn't be a thing when I moved on. When I say our bodies really piles of dirt, and is the soul just a metaphor? I keep my eyes from looking too far up.
What's it about, Adrian?
But there is a heaven above.
Yeah, me too, McCumber. It's hard not to. Ooh, I love that. Ow.
Lines about my head.
said, Cucumber McCumber, that every time I see this album art, it reminds me of that movie, The Village. Totally The Village. It is Japanese. Japanese affects the overall sound. I'm already calling it. I like this one better. It's my favorite so far. Jappy, are you familiar with Deer Hunter? Definitely going on a solo for me, David.
Is my body really part of the earth? And is there blood running through my veins? I know when I turn to dust, but I fear the answer isn't enough. So, will I ever know heaven or hell? Or is eternity something worse? I keep my eyes looking through
I needed that one for you guys.
that there is a heaven above fear. That there is a heaven above fear. That there is
Thank
a
you, Adrian.
heaven above. I hope there's not a heaven above.
I hope there's not a heaven above. Interesting. Why? Yeah, short, to the point, great harmonies, great drive. That is a perfect example of a almost perfect written song. It just wasn't as technical as maybe I would have liked, which Deer Hunter isn't typically technical, but they are amazing songwriters. They can be a little bit technical, but they're not like obviously hugely technical so far that I've heard. But that song definitely, yeah, it's my favorite so far. I like the second one is pretty close, but yeah, that's great. Short to the point. I love you, Deer Hunter. So you got to go like this. So it goes into a point like you're getting an erection. All right. All right, here we go with number 4. The number 4 is, I think, Corazon, like the heart in Spanish. Corazon. By Novena. I think it's Novena, which is, I think, Ross's other side. Yep, Ross Jennings' side project. You say it right there. The song has a strong Latin sound, okay, which is why it's called Corazon. Combined with heavy vocals and some nice cleans from Ross. Might have to break out some salsa dancing for this one. Uh-oh. You're not going to be so lucky to see that. I need a partner, by the way, too. I mean, I guess you can do the basic steps by yourself, but it's much better to dance salsa with a partner. And I don't have one here. So here we go. Let's get into this Corazon. What does this sound like? Good choices here, Adrian, as always. Love that little gent that got in there. Oh, hear that? I'm glad he's twinkling your twat. Twinkling your twat. You can say it like Tweety Bird. Tweety, twinkling your twat.
Lies, hide in plain sight, enters the
I'm telling you, I love Ross's voice, man. The harmonies sound very Haken.
Leaving behind Emotional scars and exit.
His head voice is angelic, man. Very Hagen-ish, man. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Jappy. That's such a very Hagen. How is this a side project? It might as well just be Hagen. Hey, man, Cucumber. I think that Ross and Jim are very, very close with Einer. But I think at that point, I think it's preference. It's not who's better, who's worse. I think they're all equal. It's who you prefer, and I just prefer Jim better. But I would say Einer and Ross are just equally there with Jim. Add in my part for harmony. Very simple. You're not going to stop listening to it. Agreed, Ryan. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Very Haken right here. See, this might as well just be Haken. Love that really genty low chord right here. Hear that? I wish it would be a little higher in the mix, but is that Ross? That can't be Ross. That's definitely not Ross, right? Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I'd be surprised if that was Ross. Slice the cake, which you've had on here before. Is that it? Oh, what up, John? What's up, Petey Petey? Okay. Feel like I'm back in elementary choir class. Ooh. There's a little salt apart.
La multitud a nuestro alrededor, con ojos fijos en nuestra danza, aliento nervioso todos hipnotizados al
One thing I
ritmo
always
de
like about
nuestra
salsa
romanza.
songs is the
El júbilo en sus rostros parpadean bajo la luz de las velas. La pasión nos
The bass line,
atrapa.
walking line.
Coge mi mano, querido, casi
Hear it?
vuelas. Y la bebida fluye lo más rápido todo.
Hey, what
Flotando
up,
de la nota en la
Jean-Francois?
canción. todos impulsados sigan nuestro son. De pronto, en el ardor del momento, se hace el silencio. La puerta se abre de par en par, revelando al hombre violento.
Sounds like a completely different song.
Llameantes con la furia de un lunático. Caminas a nosotros, pistola en mano, a reimponer su edicto.
That bell.
Tomando el arma, apunta al pecho de mi querido. Gatillo apretado, la bala vuela, roto el
Might as well
hechizo.
just be a Zelda song.
Y atraviesa el pecho de mi amado, dejando su corazón de muerte herido. Atrás su espalda ya,
Yep.
otro pecho atraviesa. Esta vez el mío.
And now we're back. I love Ross's voice. Puma arriba. Puma arriba, Johnny. El pene. El pene. Pequeño. Pero las pelotas. Grande. I love that my dog listens to me. Oh, is that it? All right, so I would say that I really, really like that song, but it was a little too long. Ooh, look at that rhyme and dime. I like that song, but it was a little too long. So I don't know if that would go on a play. I think that would go on a playlist for me. I think it would, but I have to listen to it again and then decide after that. But I still don't think it's better than the 3 and the 2 song. So far, for sure, the Deer Hunter song is my favorite, and then the Dune song is my second, and then this song would fall after that with Aviations coming in to last. So yeah, I thought it was good, but it definitely wasn't. It may be a little too long. I don't know how to explain it, but it just didn't hit me like the other two did. So, who's spitting? Me? I wish. All right, so let's get into. I mean, I've said it 100 times, but I fucking love Ross's voice. It's just so beautiful. But to me, I don't even understand why Novena, is that how you say their name? Novena. Why they're a band, because it literally is just Haken 2. It's just everything I've heard by them just sounds like Haken. Like even like the chord structures, the little like in between etudes that they do, it's just Haken. Why even call yourself a different name? Just say Haken with like a couple different players. All right, so we come back to a favorite that we have with Adrian, and that is the Pineapple Thief. This is called That Shore. This is probably the slowest, most chill song I've had on any of my sets. Well, that's kind of, you've had a lot of chill songs on your set, so this will be interesting. Such a beautiful track, definitely a campfire song. Yes, I love adding songs to my campfire playlist. So let's get into it. That Shore. No, Scott, particularly nice. I love it already. It's got that oh, this is a great fucking song already. Scott, particularly 11:16 is hard to break wind in. And I love his voice too. Slice the Haken. I like that. Good job, Hera.
You should never have left this soul. This soul.
I wish I was slapping ass. For sure, banging. I'm gonna call you banging from now on, not baggins. Banging baggins. I already know it. This song's going on a playlist. I love that beat.
Just pull up the rope, and that's all that I'll beg from you.
Yeah, that's a problem, Cucumber. Should find balance. Find balance, Cucumber. Now I can't wait for a campfire just to sit here and listen to it while the fire's going. I mean, this is... This just sounds like Resonate to me. Slower, but it's like a Resonate.
I can never forget. You washed up on that shore. But you know I had no choice. You know.
I love that beat.
Some of us are lost to war. But you know I had no choice. You know. Some of us are lost to war. But you know I had no choice. You know. Some of us are
I love this fucking song. I love this song. Do I meditate? No. Sorry, I'm not into the New Age meditation. Even when I was a Christian, I had such a hard time sitting down for a long period of time praying or fasting or those kinds of things. Just not my thing. All right. Sounds like the difficulty for me is going to be where to put this song. I tend to side. Man, this is so hard. I tend to side on the more chill songs, so it's definitely going as my number one. That was my number one song. If I just... Dude, Ryan, how can you say such a thing? Come on, Ryan. Oh, we are so opposite. I love it. It's my favorite, but it's your last. It just makes... I mean, that's just... You can't get any more clear than that. I love it. All right, so that brings us to our final, which is, this is going to be a killer for, I think, a lot of people. I'm sure this video is going to get a lot of views because of this. Hopefully it brings in few more subs that will later go away and take away their sub because of something I say or something I play that they don't like. Last is The Funeral Portrait by Opeth. I'm sure Para is going to be happy about this. Another killer song from Blackwater Park. Just another example of why Opeth is one of my favorite bands. Okay, so to take us out, take us home, we're going to be listening to The Funeral Portrait by Opeth. I love that I'm just growing my category on Opeth. As you guys know, I fucking love Opeth. Love so many of their songs. So let's see how this one sits with me, because there are times where I am just like, that's good, but not my favorite. I don't think I've ever heard an Opeth song that I was like, nope, don't like it. But there's definitely been songs where I've been like, that's all right, not my favorite. So we'll see where this falls. I'm guessing it's not going to fall in the, I don't like it, though I'd be surprised if it did. So we'll see if that's what happens. So here we go. Love this beginning. There's that repetition of a great riff. I really like this riff. Nice. Go back down. It's like a blues riff. Go back. Yeah, it's fucking blues. Go back up. Go back up. Ooh, it's like a blues riff. Nice stop. That stop was perfect. I thought it was going to go into that for a while, and it just stopped. Oh. I'm gonna say I don't really like Nightwish that much. I've heard a couple of songs that are good, but for the most part, I don't like Nightwish, and I don't like their bands even more, which makes me not really like them. I don't see anything in them that makes me go wow at all. Other than Floor. Floor is very good, but... And I like Marco. Marco's great. Probably going to lose about 2,000 subs right now by saying that. My hope is they are not listening to this, but they probably won't, because it's not Nightwish. Dude, this is awesome. So far, I'm digging this. Great riffage in this song, for sure. So far, this song's definitely going on the playlist. We'll see where it goes. Sometimes they can have 12-minute songs, and it kind of loses me a little bit here and there. We'll see where this goes. Yeah, I just don't see anything special about them. That's my thing, Chappie. I get what you're saying. I just don't see anything special about them. Funny, Para, I cannot stand those two as reactors. I can't watch them anymore. I stopped watching them. You want to talk about people who, in my opinion, are not open to like new things? It's that channel. they have to have their like very specific hook and their very specific. And of course, I think they lie sometimes because they've got so many viewers. That's my opinion. I don't see them as being genuine, to be honest. That's why I can't stand that channel. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, this feels very soulful. Man, this is such a good song. Jappy, what do you mean by show? Because when I've seen them, they don't do a ton other than maybe the look of the show. Not like, when I think of putting on a good show, I think of like, that was a great fill. Why can't I think of their name? I'm trying to think of it and my brain is just like stuck. I'm gonna find it here. They're the most popular band and I can't even fucking think of their names right now. My brain is stuck. Slipknot. Jesus, I couldn't think of their name. Slipknot. If Slipknot puts on a good show because they're just so energized, crazy. What does Nightwish do that's that crazy? Nothing. I'm telling you what, Slipknot has to lose like pounds per night. The energy they put into their shows. Same with like Duran Gray. When I think of Duran Gray, man, I bet the singer especially loses so much energy each night. Yeah, I would say, I don't know, I haven't watched him enough, but when I've watched him, I didn't feel like it was anything too special. The energy from Slipknot, though, when you watch it, you're like, dude, going to that concert would be a fucking amazing thing. So yeah, this song is definitely going on a playlist. I think this is one of their better songs for Opeth. I don't know why it took me so fucking long for you guys to do this for me. I blame you guys, you Opeth people. How could you not? I still, don't get angry, but I'm still going to put this number 3 because I still like the first one because, again, I tend to side on the chiller side of things. I think the Deal Hunter song is perfect because it's short, sweet, very good. and then this song comes in third for me. I'm surprised that this song has not been offered to me before this, because that was an excellent, that was in the more top tier for me of Opeth. Started out really good, had like that blues going back and forth kind of thing, even though it was heavy metal, heavier. Great riffage between, good singing. Michael Ackerfeld is like one of the few people's growls that, I don't prefer it. I'm still not at the point where I'm like, oh, I can't wait till he starts growling. But it doesn't bother me at all. It's just like, I really liked everything about this song. Yeah, I'm just surprised no one has really shown this song to me. So thank you, Adrian, because this is going on a playlist. And for all you Opeth fans, what the fuck took you so long to show this to me? Because this is one of the greater songs I think that you guys have shown to me. Yeah, so definitely going on a playlist. That brings us to the end of our set today. Adrian, once again, you did put out a great set. I would say four of the songs I will put on a playlist out of the 6. Yeah, so the only one I would say I didn't really care for was one. I liked all. I don't think I would put. Would I? I got to think about that. Corazon. Yeah, I don't think I'd put that on a playlist either. It's like on, maybe when I listen to it again, I will. To me, it's one of those quirky Haken songs. I'm going to call them Haken 2. Or what did Para call them? Para, what was your name for them? I thought that was a good one. Who was in it? I can't remember what you said it was. Man, I'm having a hard time today. I hope I'm not getting like Alzheimer's already. But yeah, I think that song and the Aviation song I won't put on a playlist, but the other 4 I will. So that's great, man. Slice of Haken, yes, I like that. That's a great name for Novena. I don't like Novena. It's Haken. It's Slice of Haken. That's the way it is from now on. Novena, if you watch this, your new name is Slice of Haken, because you might as well just be Haken, because it's like 100% Haken, just with different players. All right, so great set. We will see you guys here tomorrow night for Cucumber McCumber's final 9 of 9 sets that he turned in like 2 months ago. So it looks like, Cucumber, you're going to have to get your pocketbook ready if you want some more songs to be put on the channel, buddy. Just a reminder, there are no live streams next weekend because I will be gone on a trip. Then the weekend after that, right now we have Jason going on Saturday, the 29th, and then we have Colin Crompton going on the 30th, Sunday, and then right now we have nobody for Halloween Day, which is the 31st, but if nobody turns a set in for that, then I will, and if you're going to turn in a set for the 31st, it's got to be Halloween themed, so if you're not going to do that, don't turn in a set or it'll be done later. If no one turns in a Halloween themed set, then either we won't do one or we will do like a top 40 or something like that. It's been a while since we've done top 40. We need to get into the bottom half 20 for that. So great to see you, Jean-Francois and Jappy. Can't you guys like stop by more often? We miss you guys. So hopefully you guys join us more. Yeah, top 40. That's what I said, Para. Maybe we'll do a top 40 if no one turns in a Halloween themed set. We have to get to that, I think we're at 20 through 16 that we have to get through. See where we're at. All right. You guys have a great Sunday. I have to go fix my Halloween decorations because the last 3 days were like a hurricane through here, blowing everything away. So I got to go fix everything I already put up, which is annoying about fall sometimes. All right. Peace out. Later. It's going to be a beautiful day here. So I hope you guys enjoy wherever you're at. Go Bucks.